In 2016, I went on a week-long trip with a group of people from my church. We had several days of plans that seemed like a blast, but there was a clear winner in everyone's eyes. The end of the trip was what everyone was looking forward to the most: whitewater rafting. We got to the campsite the night before rafting, and immediately it started pouring down rain. It rained all night, raising the river way more than it had been the day before. The next morning, throwing all caution to the wind, we decided not to cancel our adventure, even though the rapids had risen from a level 2 to a level 5. If you don't speak the lingo, and I don't, a level 6 means you won't survive the rapids. And we were at a level 5. We hopped in rafts of 2, our first mistake. No one really thought anything of it, but it would lead to major chaos later on. The first waterfall assured everyone that this would be the best trip ever. As we prepared for the set of 3 rapids in a row, the guides told us to aim right, left, and then center for the most exciting experience. We aimed right and immediately hit a rock and flipped the raft. The girl with me was fine. She popped up right away. But I was a bit more dramatic and went down the first rapid completely underwater. I remember finally getting to breathe at the break before the second rapid, as I held onto a rock for dear life. Unfortunately for me, the more I tried to hold on, the more I slipped off, so soon I was back being dragged into the rapids. Multiple of the guides were throwing rope bags into the water, trying to give me something to hold onto, but they weren't very good at throwing them anywhere near me. At this point, I have a vivid memory of seeing nothing but the waterfall in front of me, knowing I had limited time until I was underwater again. It was as if everything moved in slow motion as I headed for the edge of the waterfall. That false feeling of calm was quickly over and I was under the next rapid. At some point along the way, one of the guides jumped in the water to save me. It seemed like a good idea, but every time he pulled me out of the water, he went underwater. Although I was more focused on breathing to notice what was happening around me, apparently my friends were watching and making fools of themselves. While 2 of the guys were trying to swim up the rapids, one of my friends decided to look for the oar that I clearly wasn't using. After what felt like an eternity, but was really only a few minutes, the rapids ended. At the end of the rapids, I floated upside down into the eddy. One of our chaperones pulled me out of the water, slapped me in the face, and then we took a break for lunch. Later, the guides told me that of all of the people to go through those rapids, I was the closest to drowning. Exciting, right? It's safe to say I will not be whitewater rafting again anytime soon.